You can write the word convictions. If you want a definition for convictions, here's what they are. Convictions are non-negotiable commitments about what we're convinced is true and best. Non-negotiable commitments about what we're convinced is true and best. And for Jesus, you see this over and over and over. Jesus' conviction was the commitment that the will of his Father was even better than whatever he wanted in the moment. Not my will, but yours be done, right? Peter says he kept on trusting himself to the one who judges justly. The early followers of Jesus over and over proclaimed their commitment, their conviction to Jesus as Lord. The way of Jesus, they said, is going to govern my life in everything. And again, we say this all the time, not just because they believed it was the right thing to do or the moral way to live or the way to make God happy. They believed it was the best way to live life. And so when they realized that something that they believed or something that they assumed was out of sync with the way of Jesus, they adjusted their assumptions to the way of Jesus. They assumed they'd missed something. They couldn't see something that he could see. And they adjusted their course, not the other way around. And that filtered out to all kinds of what's. What's the way of Jesus? And it informed their convictions about when life began and which lives mattered. Conviction about what to do with their bodies. Conviction about how to care for the poor among them. Conviction about other races and cultures. And how to respond to an angry, divided, polarized, violent culture that will insult you and threaten you and be harsh with you and even crucify you. They had a non-negotiable set of commitments about the things they believed were true and best. And they didn't equivocate. They didn't compromise, even in the face of immense pressure. Peter says Jesus committed no sin, and no deceit was found in his mouth, even when it appeared to be in his immediate best interest to back down from his convictions in order to avoid the cross, to fudge on the truth to try to save his own life. Jesus resisted. He stood firm on convictions, even when it was uncomfortable, even when it was inconvenient, and even when it was unpopular. The way of Jesus is the way of conviction.